Okay, so you know that moment. You're shopping maybe for a new dining chair, and you see two that look almost identical. But one says genuine leather, and the other says faux leather, and the price tags are worlds apart. It seems like a simple choice, but it's one that actually says a lot about your wallet, your style, and maybe even your impact on the planet.
So, let's really get into it. Real or fake? What's the actual story here? What are these materials anyway? By the time we're done, I promise you'll know exactly which one is the right call for you and your home.
Because, it's never just about a chair, is it? It's about how long it's going to last, how much work it is to take care of, and really the kind of vibe you want in your space. So let's break it all down. And we'll start with the OG, the classic.
All right, first up, genuine leather. The one that's been the gold standard for luxury and quality for, well, forever. So, what exactly is it? Well, at its heart, genuine leather is a totally natural material. It starts as an animal hide, usually from a cow, and then it goes through this really important process called tanning. That's what makes it super durable and stops it from breaking down. It's basically a piece of nature just refined for our homes. And that natural origin gives it some pretty amazing qualities. Because of the unique grain, no two pieces are ever exactly the same. Your chair will be one of a kind. And it doesn't just get old, it ages. It gets this beautiful sheen over time called a patina, which is something you just can't fake. Plus, because it's a natural skin, it actually breathes. That means it feels cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, a huge part of that luxury feel.
Okay, now let's flip the script and talk about the modern challenger, faux leather. This is the engineered, high-tech alternative. So unlike real leather, this one is completely man-made. You start with a fabric base, and then it gets coated with a polymer. You'll usually hear it called PU or PVC leather. The whole idea is to create something that has that leather look and feel, but with a totally different set of rules. And this is where faux leather really comes into its own. Say you're buying a set of 6 chairs. You want them to match perfectly, right? Faux leather gives you that perfect consistency every single time. And the color options, the sky's the limit. But for a lot of us, the real win is how practical it is. It's so easy to clean, and it's a vegan alternative, which makes it a total no-brainer for modern, busy lives. All right, we've met our 2 contenders. Now it's time for the main event, the head-to-head showdown. We're going to compare them on the 4 things that really matter: durability, cost, maintenance, and sustainability. This is where you'll see the real differences come to light. Let's kick things off with durability. Genuine leather is legendary for how long it lasts. We're talking furniture that can be passed down for generations. It doesn't really wear out, it just wears in, getting better with age. Now, faux leather is tough, don't get me wrong, especially the newer stuff, but after years and years of heavy use, it can sometimes start to peel or crack, which is something you just don't see with the real deal. Next up, the big one for many of us, the price tag. And this one is pretty straightforward. Genuine leather is an investment, plain and simple. The material itself and the whole tanning process cost a lot, so the final product is a premium item. Faux leather, on the other hand, is much cheaper to make, which makes it an absolutely fantastic choice if you want that high-end look without the high-end cost. Okay, what about upkeep? This can be a huge deal breaker. Real leather needs a little TLC, you know? You have to condition it once in a while to keep it from drying out, and you have to be careful with spills. Faux leather, it's pretty much the opposite. Spill some wine? No big deal. Kids with sticky hands? Just grab a damp cloth. It's often waterproof, stain-resistant, and a total lifesaver for anyone with pets or a busy family. And finally, let's talk sustainability. Now, this one's tricky, and there are good arguments on both sides. Genuine leather is a byproduct of the meat industry, which is great because it uses a material that might otherwise go to waste. But the tanning process can involve some pretty harsh chemicals. Faux leather, on the other hand, is traditionally a plastic product. But the good news is the industry is innovating like crazy, and we're seeing more and more eco-friendly options made from recycled materials. So, after all of that, what's the final verdict? Well, here's the thing. There isn't one single winner. This isn't about finding the best material. It's about finding the best material for you. Let's go through a quick checklist to help you make your call. The biggest takeaway from all of this is pretty simple. There is no such thing as the best choice here. It's not about which one is better overall. The right choice is the one that fits your budget, your lifestyle, and what you care about most. So here's a quick 4-step guide to nail down your decision. First, budget. Are you buying a forever piece or are you looking for a stylish, affordable update? Second, lifestyle. Be honest, you have kids, pets, or a habit of spilling things? Third, your values. Does a natural byproduct appeal to you more or is a vegan option a must-have? And finally, maintenance. Do you mind putting in a little work or do you need something you can just wipe and forget? Your answers will point you right to your perfect match.
You know, if you had to boil this all down to one sentence, this quote pretty much nails it. Think of genuine leather as an investment in that timeless classic luxury. And think of faux leather as the smart, practical choice for our busy, modern lives. They're just two different approaches to style, and both are totally valid. So the next time you're faced with that choice, remember, it's about more than just a material. You're really asking yourself, what story do I want my home to tell? Is it a story of timeless craftsmanship that grows and ages right along with you? Or is it a story of smart, modern design that adapts effortlessly to your life? Only you know the answer.
Furniture China 2025, come sit and test ASKT quality.